Line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I'm an offensive coordinator, and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Now Kamara. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And they're... We see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
No. Kill.
On first down, Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Murray, strong running, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
We're scoreless after 1. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Incomplete.
Prescott's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 68 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
Super tough.
Wait, check. Check, right 54. Right 54. 5'9". 6 guys. Check, ready, check.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready? 5'9". Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Silver. We go 21.
First throw now for the backup Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Get him, boy.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
12.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Breeze now on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's coming, double up. Mike 54. Kill. 54. Watch it.
To try again after the sack. Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup, and that's caught inside the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 29 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Come on, fellas.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The open man is Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Breeze now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Breeze on third down. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
54 Mike. I know he ain't got it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Trucks over it. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
56, Mike, 56.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
56. 56, right there, 56. I got you, pump. Check. 56 to Mike. Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill. 1.
Throwing now is Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them. to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
A first down carry by Elliott. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. This will be taken to the back.